Audio check, audio check. All right, good Saturday afternoon, and Yabba Dabba Doo sports fans. Welcome to Rockville Ice Arena in Rockville, Maryland for today's game between your Pittsburgh Steel City Selects, Traveling Blacks, Gold Trim, and this Washington Pride Tier 1 girls team, Home Whites. I believe that's Vegas Knights Gold and Black Trim. As you can see, we are 18 inches from the glass at ice level. So we're setting new records again, broadcasting from a position I've never broadcast from yet. So you get a good look at Eves here stretching out before the game. Charlotte won't be happy I'm showing her from this angle, but we'll give you a look at Eves stretching out before the game here. We are right on the glass on the rink staff Wi-Fi. So Schilling, I'm going to rely on you. I've got my QA phone running, but we'll see. Service is going to be iffy at best. It looks good for now, but you keep me informed in the chat. And we're going to go. We got 2:19 on the warm-up clock here. Steel City lineup updates, and there are many. We've got, let's see, we'll start with Schilling out with a lower body injury. We've got Wu out picking the bouncing ball over a sliding puck this weekend. Late development last night. McVeigh out with an upper body injury from a middle school game. And I promised Malia I wouldn't do this, but she's out because she has a hot date. No, we know that's not true. Not that she couldn't get a hot date, but because she wouldn't pick a hot date over hockey. Clardy's still out with an upper body injury. So we're down 4, which is going to make it interesting. We're going to have a short bench today against a Tier 1 14U girls team. And we'll see how that goes. They appear to have a full complement of players. We're down. Schilling, lower. Clawhardy, upper. McVeigh, upper. Wu, basketball. So with 1:15 to go, we're also down Clawhardy as a coach. He's home with Malia. We're down Jimmy as a coach. He's back at the friendly confines of the Barrel Toyota Ice Center with the 19s playing Gilmore. So we got Mort, we got Jason, and then Mr. Tyndall has graciously stepped into the bench because their 16U game doesn't start till about an hour after ours. So Jeff's on the bench with Jason and Mort, and they have stopped the warm-up clock at 54.5. So I will be back. Oh, there it goes again. I will be back with you when they drop the puck. I'm not sure if we're playing 15s. That's where I'm set for now. I will adjust it when they let me know, and we'll get this game underway. Thanks for the feedback, Jeff. I appreciate it. As the warm-up clock's about to expire, I'll let you know you're not going to see anything in that corner. You're going to see even less in that corner. But this is what we have, so this is what you get. And I'll give you all I can. I'm not even going to be able to see necessarily to call those corners. But we'll work through it over time. It's better than being at the end where we were last week in Chicago. All right, so they have they're picking them up, putting them away. Looks like Eve's going to take the pipes for game 1. Up front for game 1, Vitodian. Oh, wait, let's see here. Stevens Makasenka. We're waiting for a third winger here. Stevens Makasenka, Dahl, Zivkovic, and Vitodian out back. Dahl's going to move up. We're going to run 2 deep here, so we're going to have Vitodian and Zivy, Kiesel. And for the life of me, I can't think of who the other one's supposed to be right now, but I'll figure it out as we go. So we're going to go with Makasenka, Stevens, and Vitodian. Looks like up front. No. We'll find out. Dull was going to play offense. I don't know what we're going to do now. Let's find out here. I'm confused already. Doesn't take much. Zivkovic. So Stevens is center. Zivkovic, and we're doing 6 teams. So I got to fix that. Stevens, Zivkovic, Makasenka. Zivkovic and this Pride player getting into it behind here already. And there we go. Draw. Stevens comes out of there with it, sends it ahead. Dull. Dull comes up the left side. Stevens backhands it ahead, can't get it into the zone. Makasenka. And looks like actually Dull might have stepped up to play offense. And Zivy and Vitodian are going to be out back. Vitodian right in front of you here in your living room, battling along the wall. Going to bring it up. High stick hit her in the face. No call. As now Dull joins. Referee inciting them to move the puck as an elbow knocks her down. And we're going to get a face-off here for tying it up. Vitodian got elbowed up high and knocked down. No call. So Stevens, Makasenka, Dull. Vitodian and Zivkovic. Stevens going to step in. Now Dull's going to step in and take it. Stripes taking his good old time. Over past Stevens. That's going to create opportunity for Zivkovic. Zivkovic can't get there. She's pushed down off the puck. Here comes the Pride. Up the right hand, up the far wall. They turn it over neutral. Zivkovic chips it ahead. Pride at the red line. Chip it back the other way. Dull. In front of the selects bench. Leaves it for Zivkovic. Zivkovic up too far for Stevens. Stevens gets shouldered off the puck. Heads for a change. Puck down behind the Pride goalie. They pick it up there. Come into the near corner. Now back around to the far side. Dull picks it up center. There's nobody there. They caught us in a change. Shannon on the far wall. Shannon stops. Turns. Stripes in my way. Turns it over to Dull. Dull picks it up there. Dull gets a shot off high over the net. In behind. It's in the near corner. Dull battling. Couple of Pride players there. Dull comes out with a quick shot over to the near side. In the corner. Pride up the wall. Kiesel steps up. Kiesel's in back with Blinka. How could I forget Blinka? And they're going to go all the way down, and that will be an icing, 14-43. So this Pride team has speed. I can tell that already. Scarlatelli, Diamond, Shannon, Kiesel, and Blinka. You're going to struggle with this corner, but it is what it is. Diamond draws it back to Kiesel. Kiesel sends it all the way across to Shannon. Shannon throws it around behind. Diamond bodied into the wall. Off the puck, Shannon. Shannon up, can't get it up to the point to Blinka. Shannon dancing with it, sends it in behind the net now. Diamond goes and battles Pride, chips it around past her. Up the near wall. They get it past Scarlatelli, and here they come. Kiesel pushes. They push it over to the far wall. Pride gain the zone, come down. They look like they were offsides behind the play. Stripes didn't see it. Into the far corner. You can't see it. It's behind the pole. I can. Kiesel battling now in behind Eves. Blinka up the far wall. Leaves it behind the pole where you can't see it. Kiesel sends it back, and it does come out. Scarlatelli pressures at the red line, and Pride come back the other way. They send it by everybody. Kiesel will go clean up the backyard behind the pole, behind Eves, and around up the near wall. She sends it up, cannot get it through, and here come the Pride. They come in. They do not get the shot off. Diamond took that away. Blinka up ahead for Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli chipped it to Shannon. Shannon was going to the bench. And here comes Pride the other way. Mrazek jumps on with Dull, and they are going to be offsides. 13-33. And Stripes is going to bring it here to the near dot. You can't see. I may need to adjust the camera because you're going to want to see the face-off action here. There we go. That's a little better. As the Pride send it back as Dull knocks somebody down right in front of you, straight across on their blue line. Mrazek chips up. Here come the Pride. Vitodian stands that player up the blue line. They regroup, send it back. They come in behind Stripes. You get blocked. And now they dance over to the far side around Zivkovic, stopping, turning, spinning, now low. Centering pass, bouncing puck up high in the slot, down the near wall. Into the corner, Salatrick pressuring. Comes out to the point. Dull tries to get it out, can't. 13 minutes to go. Puck all the way back around behind Eves. Zivkovic should get there first. She does, sends it up the wall, but not out. Mrazek pressures. Dull overskates. Vitodian chips it ahead to Dull. As a Pride player fell down behind the play. Pride recover, pick it up, come across the top of the defensive zone. Saltrick sticks a stick in there, they go by her. Stevens on the ice now. Stevens takes it away, they go to the wall. Now in behind Eves, Vitodian. Vitodian hard around, Salatrick there. Salatrick, Dull, and Stevens now. Out to the point, shot, knocked down by Vitodian. They push over to the wall. They're going to battle into the corner. Pride comes out of there with it behind Eves. They send it in front. Zivkovic sends it up too far for Salatrick. It's going to come all the way down. And the Pride will regroup, send it across. And here they come up the near side, catching the selection and change. Diamond applies pressure. Kiesel over now, applying pressure in the corner. Kiesel comes out of there with it. Around to the far wall. Looking up, tries to hit Stevens. Gets it there. Stevens under pressure. Stevens throws it into the near corner. She's going to go around behind the net. She's going to get in behind there. The Pride's going to send it up the far wall. Blinka's going to have to retreat. They skate past Makasenka. They chip it by Blinka. Blinka falls down. Diamond picks it up. Diamond in behind. Up around for Makasenka. Makasenka on the wall. Stevens joins in. Comes back to Kiesel. Kiesel with some space. Gains the red line. Hits the blue line. Backhands it in deep. And Makasenka's going to go chase it. Stevens goes to the bench as Shannon fell coming off the bench. Makasenka with 3 Pride players back there. They knew we were changing, and they took advantage of it. They sent it back through neutral. Dahl cut that off. Can't do anything with it, though, as the Pride knock it out. Here they come back ahead. Pride through center. Zivkovic stops, takes that puck away. Here she comes the other way. Skating. Throws it into the near corner. Pride are going to pick it up on the goal line, take it behind their goalie. Reverse direction. Makasenka with pressure. Now Shannon skates in. Puck drifts along the end wall to the far corner. Up to Dahl. Dahl chips at it. Now Shannon. Shannon can't hold it. Zivkovic at the point can't hold. She falls down, and here come the Pride. Vitodian back one-on-one. Trailer. They come around Vitodian. Shot. Hit the pipe, and it goes to the left as a piece of equipment came off somebody. And there is a net guard on the ice, and we're at 10:43. I didn't get the clock started. So I will fix that now. 10:43. Zivkovic lost her net guard. So we're going to come into the near corner. And they're going to battle there. It comes out to the near point. They chip it into the corner. Now it comes out right past us. Here comes Scarlatelli down the wall. That's going to be an icing. We'll come back the other way with 10:34 to go. Yeah, Schilling, this is backwards. Normally I'm telling you sound good, so now you're doing it for me. So we are absolutely backwards. Here you go, buddy. Diamond's going to stop and take this draw. And Kiesel comes out of there with it, takes it around behind Eves. Eves, hard around for Shannon. Shannon tips it, can't get it out. It's loose. Pride knock it deeper. Blinka's going to go chase it. Pride will get there first, send it up the wall. Just past Kiesel. Kiesel gets it up to Shannon. Shannon golfs it out right in front of us, and the Pride will pick it up here as Scarlatelli pressures. They send it across, too far for Shannon as they recover it. Shannon picks it up, sends it across to Scarlatelli, who sends it deep into the near corner, and they head for a change while the Pride goalie plays it, leaves it on the goal line, and up the far side. Chip it past Dahl. Blinka picks it up, waits for the zone to clear, sends it deeper. In behind and deep. Saltrick's going to go pick it up. She can't. Here come the Pride up the near wall. They're going to come right in front of us. Dahl cuts it off. Dahl skating with it, drops it back to Vitodian. Vitodian back up to Dahl. Dahl too far for Saltrick into the near corner. They wave off the icing on a tip, and now it comes all the way around. Mrazek battling. Mrazek throws it behind. Pride pick it up there. They come back through the center of their zone. Mrazek got a stick in there, couldn't take it away. Saltrick gets another stick in there and does take it away. She leaves it for Dahl as Saltrick gets laid out against the wall. These Pride players aren't afraid to hit. Vitodian holds the point. Vitodian throws it deeper. Saltrick. Now the Pride are going to come up the wall. Vitodian. Mrazek chasing. Vitodian backpedaling. They send it ahead. You got a stick in there from Zivkovic. Sent it ahead to Mrazek. Mrazek can't handle it. Now Dahl skates over. Dahl loses it in her feet. Pride gain the blue line and go down the far wall. Zivkovic chasing. Stop. Turn. Out to the far point. And it drifts out there. Mrazek with pressure. They skate past her, and here come the Pride back again the other way. Around Vitodian. Loses the puck over to the far wall. Vitodian will pick it up behind the net, golf it around. Mrazek should be able to get there. She does. She pushes it, loses it to a Pride player there. They put it in the center, and now back to the far corner. Now they put it behind the net, past everybody. Vitodian goes over into the corner. We'll see what happens. They chip it up the wall. And a shot from the near point. Knocked down. Eves got a piece of equipment on it and couldn't get it off the doorstep. Now they have it in the near corner. Put it into the center. They get stood up by Mrazek and Dahl. Dahl takes that away. Pride take it away from her. Now they bring it up to the near point. Nope, now still in the corner. Vitodian bangs it to the near point. Shot. Hit Vitodian in the leg, and it goes all the way over to the far side where Mrazek's going to pick it up. Mrazek can't chip it by that Pride player. They take it lower behind Eves, and it comes out into the slot. Shot. Eves didn't see that one, got something on it. And still in the slot, and Zivkovic is just going to ice it. Take the heat out of a hot kitchen with 7:47 to go. Stevens, Diamond, Makasenka, Kiesel, and Blinka. We're going to go to the far circle. And Diamond will take this draw. Diamond steps in far circle. Draws it back to the far point. Shot from there. Doesn't. Rebound. It's loose in front. Eves covers it up. 7:41. So we are going to go back to that far circle. Same players, different time on the clock. Do it again. Diamond will take this draw. She does. Again, back to the far point. They throw it down that far wall. Blinka gets a stick in there, bangs on it. They still hold it. Blinka shouldering that player in, knocks it out, but they can't get it all the way out as the Pride throw it into the near corner, where Kiesel picks it up behind the net. Kiesel chips it around into the corner. Up the wall. Pride have it there. Blinka pushing hard on a player 13 times her size. Up to Stevens. Stevens chips it out. That should be the tip that they're not going to wave off the icing. I saw a tip there from the Pride player. Stripes saw it differently. That's why he wears the stripes and the whistle, and I wear the microphone and the iPad. He has a goatee too, though. So we'll give him that. As we're going to go back to that far circle. This time it's going to be Dahl, Scarlatelli, Shannon, Zivkovic, and Vitodian. As Dahl's going to step in and take a face-off up on offense. Over to the far wall again. They center it high slot. Pride player overskated it, picked it back up, throws it in front, rebound. Vitodian cleaned that off. She fell down, puck into the near corner. Out to the near point. They send it over to the far point. Shannon got a stick on it, couldn't hold it. Now it's out. Scarlatelli beating and banging on it, loses it at the red line. Here comes Dahl. Dahl picks it up. She's going to throw it down the wall into the corner. And it goes in behind the net, up the wall. Dahl battling on the wall. And here come the Pride. Scarlatelli gets a stick in there, holds it for a moment, and now it comes back the other way through neutral. Here come the Pride around Scarlatelli. Zivkovic pushes to the corner. They chip it past her. They come in. They shoot. It brained Eves. It goes up off the brain and hits the high protective netting. It falls back into play for a stoppage. Saltrick, Mrazek, Diamond, Blinka, and Kiesel. Quick changes are going to be the key with short bench, and that seems to be what they're doing. Short bench of players, short bench of coaches. Saltrick's going to step in. As Saltrick pulls it back, Blinka. Blinka stops, turns, tries to throw it up the far wall, does. Mrazek's going to skate over, but she's not going to get there in time. Pride are going to pick it up. Now Diamond gets in there, beats it, but cannot get it out. Now Mrazek will send it out, but she sends it out in a way that will go all the way down. Oh, the bounce will not be icing. Pride send it back to neutral. Mrazek puts a stick in there, and there comes a Pride player around Blinka over to the far wall. Kiesel skates over, covers her. Kiesel pokes it away with a nice defensive play. They have to wait for the zone to clear. They don't, and that is offsides. 6:01. I see Stevens, I see Dahl, I see Makasenka. Looks like we're going to keep Kiesel and Blinka. And we'll come over to the dot in front of the Selects bench as Pride players fixing a net guard. Dahl takes the draw, pushes it forward. Stevens can't handle it. Makasenka to the wall. She golfs it ahead. Pride player fumbling with it. Stevens chasing. In around to the near corner. Up the wall. Kiesel tries to hold, can't, and here it comes the other way. It's a big girl chasing Blinka, but it comes back out. To wait for the zone to clear, it does. They send it down the wall. Kiesel, high slot giveaway. Shot! Eves says no, knocks it down. Over to the far side, Stevens banks it off the wall, not out. This one goes in. Stevens knocked that down on a shot. This time she will golf it back to neutral in a way that there is no icing as the Pride go D to D across the top of their zone. They push it up the wall. Stevens and Dahl step in, take it away. They're beating and banging. Makasenka knocks it into the zone, comes back out. And now to neutral where Kiesel picks it up. Kiesel throws it into the corner, and the dump is not working on this team. Their speed is better than ours. Their size is better than ours. And they're beating us into the corners and picking up the puck and bringing it up the wall like they're doing now. Back all the way across. And Blinka gets a stick in there and stops that. Gains the red line. Catches Pride in a change. Dahl gets a stick in there. Leaves it for Shannon. Can't pick it up. And now that puck's going to come up the far wall. As Kiesel. Oh, they get behind Kiesel. It's a 2-on-none. And they missed the net. They missed the net to the far side. Eves was the only one back. And they missed the net to the far side as Kiesel picks it up, cannot send it up the wall. Now Shannon throws it ahead to Scarlatelli, who cannot get it out. Stripes is in the way. All the way back down into the far corner where Blinka gets almost nothing on it as it goes around to the far corner. Kiesel up for Scarlatelli, cannot get it out. Dahl skates over. Dahl will get it out. Maybe not. Now they pick it up, they get around, and they come in. And Eves said no on the first shot. Second shot missed. Now we've got Kiesel battling on the far wall. Sends it up the wall past Shannon. Pride have it there on the far point. Down low to Blinka. Blinka's content to send it. And they wave off the icing. It must have bounced oddly. I can't see that corner. Pride up the far wall. They chip it, hold it. Now Diamond skates up with it. Diamond down the near wall. Diamond with an angle. Drops it for Scarlatelli. Bad pass. Vitodian cranks one. Misses everything to the far side. Goes over to Zivkovic. Zivkovic sends it. Bouncing puck in on the goalie. And we get a stoppage with 3:36 in the arena. So we will move a little bit to give you a better view of the net in this end. It's kind of hard. You either lose a circle or the net or something as the goalie's playing with a piece of goaltending equipment. Stripes doesn't see her doing it. And now he does, so he waits for her to pick up her goaltending equipment. Actually, it was Diamond that stepped out. Good sportsmanship by Lexi because Stripes didn't see it. He's paying no attention. So Lexi displaying good sportsmanship, steps out, lets the goalie fix her goaltending equipment as the Pride bring the puck up the far wall into the center off everybody. Over to the near wall, Vitodian. Vitodian stops, turns, throws it. Saltrick chips it out. Here comes Mrazek up the near wall. Mrazek with Diamond on the far flank, throws it into that far corner. Pride are going to get there first. Diamond chips it up the wall as Zivkovic throws it down further, and Pride will get in behind Stripes and send it around to the near corner. Vitodian steps in deep, and we'll see what happens as they're going to battle on the wall. We got 3 selects over there with 3 Pride players. Now one Pride jumps out, and we'll see what happens as Diamond comes out of there with it. Diamond throws it in on net. Pride goalie over to the far corner, but we had so many people in the near corner that we can't recover. And Mrazek goes over there. Good aggressive play. Holds it. Gets knocked down, and now the Pride will send it back the other way. And Diamond got a stick in. Lost it. Zivkovic lost it. Now here come the Pride down the near wall. They stop. They turn. They spin. They send it to the near point. This one comes back out to neutral. They golf it back in. It goes through Mrazek's feet. Here she comes. Mrazek chips it up into the zone. Saltrick and Mrazek both need a change. We need to hurry because this team's fast. Here they come. I see Dahl on a breakaway. Here she comes against the goalie. Dahl mid-left side. 1-0 Steel City. Dahl with the pick. Went in on the goalie and went mid-left side. And you need to score him dirty like that sometimes in a game like this. And it's 1-0 Steel City. Dylan Dahl picked their pocket on the blue line and went in and went mid-height left side. And it's 1-0. Girls are fighting hard. Short bench, tired legs, players out of position. Stevens, Makasenka, Dahl, Blinka, Kiesel. There comes Dahl again. Dahl gets tripped going after the puck. No call. She lost her stick. Kiesel picks up. Dahl has to retreat and pick up her stick. Down the near wall. Schilling's excited. Pride through the center. Dahl steps up, almost took another one away. Stevens couldn't get her stick on it. Makasenka swings at it. Stevens comes through neutral with it. Stevens back to Kiesel. Kiesel to Blinka. Up the wall. Stevens picks it up there, bangs it into the zone behind the goaltender. Odd bounce off the wall. Pride going to pick it up there. They're going to send it down deeper. Now the Pride are going to pick it up, come back through neutral. Here they come, Kiesel. It's in her feet. Oh, they got the round Grace behind her. And Blinka and Kiesel worked together and took that one away. Into the near corner. Pride in behind. Shot from point blank range. High over everything to the near corner. Pride behind. Get it into the slot. Get the shot off. Eve says no. Kiesel and Blinka pushing. It's around back. Out to the far point. Shot from the far point. Knocked down by Stevens, and she's going to go skate hard. Stevens with a big block. Stevens couldn't get a stick in on that one. Big block on a shot from the point. Now Stevens will pick it up. Stevens has Scarlatelli with her. Stevens gets a shot off just a bit outside and high on the far left side of that net. Under heavy pressure. Pride coming back the other way. And Vitodian with a big step up at the blue line to hold the puck. And here she comes the other way. Got to get the quick changes as Stevens heads to the bench. Vitodian gets leveled going in on the puck. No call. That's interference in my book, but Stripes doesn't see it that way. Vitodian pulled down again. Here come the Pride. And Scarlatelli makes a big play at the blue line, and here she comes. Whips it in behind the net. They're going to frustrate this Pride team. She chases it into the corner. They send it up to the point to Zivkovic. Zivkovic sends it. Hits a Pride player in the shin. Here comes back the other way. Up. 9 seconds to go. They send it into the far corner. They throw it around into the far corner. Scarlatelli battling in the far circle with a player twice her size. We're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a horn. There's no horn here, so they blow the whistle. So that's period one over. 1-0 Steel City on a spirited first period from our girls. They've got to play hard with a short bench and a fast opponent. We will see if we can hold it. Not quite sure why the second period clock is already running, but I don't know what they do here in Maryland. It's 16 minutes where it's running. We'll see where it ends up. I'll fix it when they start. All right, Mort's up to his tricks here again. We've got Blink up front, Dull cheating out back, Mrazek, Saltrick. So it's actually Dull, Mrazek, and Saltrick up front, Blinka and Kiesel out back, but Mort's playing Mort trickery with switching a D and an O on the front line here for the faceoff. 16 minutes, period number 2. Eves is to my right. We'll see if the legs hold. Oh, here comes the Pride goalie. Must have had to do some equipment repair. Stripes is waiting until she hits the bench. She does, and here we go. Draw. Back to this Pride player. They send it ahead up the near wall. They chip it by Kiesel. Saltrick's going to go chase it into the near corner. Going to battle there. They send it around behind Eves over to the far wall where everyone overskates. Now Dull gets a stick in there out to the far point. They hold it. They throw it deeper. Kiesel behind Stripes. Cannot hold it. Puck bounces oddly in behind Eves. It's loose in front. And they got the goal on the rebound. It was an odd bounce out front. Eves didn't see it. It was just an odd sequence of events, the way that puck came down in front of her. And they beat and banged. Our girls didn't know where it was either, and now we've got a tie game. And as much as we needed a dirty one, they just got a cheap one. So here we go. Now we're back at even. Stevens, Makasenka, Diamond, Vitodian, and Zivkovic. And we'll see what's... Now they're going to do it again. Stevens is going to drop back. Vitodian's going to come up as Makasenka is going to take this draw. 15-32, quick goal. And this one draws back. Stevens skated through, almost got it, but she didn't. And when they pushed it back, Vitodian chipped it in and Stevens was offsides on the break. 15-27. We'll go to the dot in front of the selects. Stevens is going to take this draw. And she chips it into the zone. Diamond can't quite get over there to hold it. Now Zivkovic has to wait for Diamond, who fell down. She didn't, and they are offsides. They're going to bring it back to neutral for this draw based on where Zivkovic was. If the iPad is focusing on the puck marks on the glass, that's my apology. We're handicapped on this game. And there it is on the dot. Diane Stevens is going to whack it ahead. Tipped by somebody. It's going to go in the corner. And I might have been having an audio problem there, but I think we're back. Now it's going to come ahead. This headphone cord's been acting up. I have to make a stop at Amazon as they're going to be offsides. So we're going to come to the dot right here. As we'll change it up. Shannon Scarlatelli and Dull with Kiesel and Blink on the backyard. Face off right here. There's the draw. Pride pick it up, come back the other way. No, Shannon stepped in there and got it knocked out. Shannon down the near wall. They're going to battle down the wall. Nobody can see it, including me. And Blanka's going to send it in deeper. This one's going to come all the way back to Kiesel. Kiesel retreats in the snow, backhands it out of the zone. Up ahead to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli across. Blanka's going to let it bounce off the wall, and then she's going to send it further ahead. Pride are going to pick that up, chip it by Shannon back to neutral. Right in front of me, Blanka. Blanka steps up, takes it. Blanka gets shouldered, throws it in on the goalie, who leaves it on the line for her defensive player. These Pride girls are not afraid to hit in open ice. And you don't see that often at this level, but they do it. And they're going to throw it down deeper. We'll see if that becomes a factor. Kiesel behind Eves. Kiesel up. Gets it by everyone. No hand up, no icing. Pride are going to pick it up here. And Dahl's going to step in, try to stop it. Stripes is going to get in your way. There he is. They're going to battle in the corner. Out to Blinka. Blinka's going to send it. Bouncing puck. Goalie covers. No, into the corner. Shannon sends it around. Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli can't get it up to the point. Now she battles. Still can't get it up to the point. Pride comes out of there with it. Here they come. Pride. Down the far side. Kiesel got a stick on it. Blinka got a body on it. Pushed the player to the end line. Puck low on the end wall. Blinka's going to pick that up. Dull had to resist her defensive urges. Up high slot giveaway. Down to the far circle backhand. Into the front. It's loose in the near circle. Shot! Eve says no. And with 13:27 to go, we'll get another draw. So we'll come to the near circle here for this draw. And you probably can't see it, but we're battling today. Into the corner. Up the wall. They try to chip it out, and here it comes. Mrazek chasing. High pressure. Diamond knocks that down along the line. Has to wait. Oh, there they are. That was out. I thought he was going to let her get away with it, but he did not. As Diamond chipped it in, and Mrazek was deep in the zone. And now we're going to come to the dot in front of the selects bench for this draw. Schilling gave me the thumbs up. I think that means the audio's back. That's our secret code that's now on the back of the Wicked Slapshot Productions limited first only edition hoodie. As the Pride come down the far wall. Shot. Eves covered that one up. It's loose in behind the net. Zivkovic pokes it up too far for Mrazek, and the Pride are going to skate back and pick it up. And they're going to send it up ahead as it gets through everybody, and that's going to be an icing as Zivkovic falls down chasing it. So we'll come back the other way. We're going to go to that far circle where Stripes is backpedaling. I see Stevens and Makasenka coming out here with Dahl. Looks like we're going to keep Kiesel and Blinka on the backyard. We're going to get the draw on the far circle. Looks like Dahl's going to step in and take. Oh, nope, Stevens is going to step in and take this one. And Stripes is going to get right in your way here. No, he's not. Stevens leaves it over to Dahl. She falls down. Now Dahl picks it up. Dahl sends it out to Kiesel. Kiesel sends it in front. Makasenka with the tip. It came through everybody and went into the crease and got cleared out. Stripes was in your way. But that tip confused the goaltender, and it drifted through the crease and had to be cleared away. Stevens lifts a stick, which allows Blinka to get in. Blinka back to Dahl. Dahl can't handle it. Player lost an edge. Dahl Dahl coming up the near wall, throws it in deep behind the Pride goalie, no icing. Goalie leaves it on the end line. Stripes is in your way. Now they're going to come up the far wall. Stevens knocked that down, chips it lower. Pride send it back up the wall. And here they come as Kiesel gets a stick in there. Shoulder. Kiesel puts a shoulder and a stick in there. Blinka stands a player up, and Kiesel created enough disruption that they were offsides. So Kiesel and Blinka working well together to defend that blue line, created enough havoc that they got them out of timing and created an offsides. So Diamond, Shannon, Scarlatelli. Kiesel and Blinka stay again. Now Kiesel's coming up. As this one dies on the dot, they poke it in. Kiesel's going to pick it up, come right in front of me, and there she goes. She sends it in deep, and she gets hit. She's going to head over, maybe change. No. Kiesel and Blinka, extended shift here. Running too deep here. They try to hold the line, can't. Kiesel chase it down top of the backyard. She'll send it ahead. Scarlatelli gets by, and they step in front of her and hold her up. As Kiesel pokes it ahead again, Scarlatelli can't handle it. And here they come back the other way. Blinka gets a stick in there and pokes it away. And here she comes through neutral. Blinka gains the zone and dumps all the way around back. And there's nobody there as we're changing into the far corner. They send it around to the near corner. I see Zivkovic out here now with Vitodian. Zivkovic cut that off. She loses it. Dahl sends it in. Shannon was offsides. So we should be coming right here to this dot. And now he's taking it back to neutral. Not sure I agree with that, but he's got the whistle and the funny-looking zebra shirt. And I've got the hoodie and the microphone and the iPad. Dahl with Saltrick and Mrazek. Pride draw it back to their D. 11-13 second period. 1-1 tie. They send it across, and now it's going to come back the other way where the Pride are going to pick it up. Dahl whacks out. Here comes Dahl up the far wall. She loses the puck. Pride sent it back the other way. Dahl lost her stick and the puck. That one, Zivkovic got a stick in. They chip it back the other way. Here come the Pride through neutral. They lose it at the line, and Dahl's going to pick it up and send it back at least past the red. Now they're going to retreat to the top of their blue, and they're going to chip it by Zivkovic right in front of us. Comes back the other way. She sends it all the way down and in behind the goaltender in the near corner. Here comes Tyndall off the bench as he's got to go take care of his 16s. His time on the bench is over. He's got to go play his 16 game. Zivkovic near point shot. Knocked down by a defensive player over into the far wall. Saltrick sends it deeper. Pride cut that off. Saltrick chases it. Saltrick and a Pride player both go down back there. Pride player has it. Vitodian's going to have to retreat. Send it into the center. Dahl cut that off as Zivkovic steps up, holds it momentarily, and now it's going to come back the other way. Zivkovic stops, turns hard off the wall in front of us for Mrazek. Mrazek loses it. Pride right in front of us. Send it the other way. Zivkovic retreats. Sends it across. Too far. Vitodian gets over there. Chips it up ahead to Dahl. Dahl throws it deep into the far corner. Now in behind the net. Into the near corner. Pride pick it up there. We're changing. Stevens. Diamond. Makasenka. Diamond gets a stick in there. Stevens is going to cut that off. Stevens, red line, dump into the near corner. It's going to go around behind. Makasenka's going to get there first. Makasenka around for Stevens. Stevens, heavy pressure, back to Makasenka. Makasenka off the side of the net. It was loose in the crease. Pride pick it up. Blinka. Blinka sends it down lower. That should be Makasenka. Makasenka dancing out in front. Backhands it. Stevens there. Can't get a tip on it. They block it to the near corner. Blinka's going to have to retreat out in, and that is offsides. 9-16. Stripes is going to bring it right here to the near dot. Blinka, Kiesel. Shannon, Dahl, and Scarlatelli. And they're playing the shuffle game again. Dahl chips it into the zone. Shannon tried to jump it, couldn't. Here come the Pride. 2-on-1 with Kiesel. Kiesel has the angle, gets a stick in there. They center it. Shot! Hit the pipe and went out. And Charlotte better rub that pipe. That was the perfect back door, and it hit the inside of the pipe and went out. And that's going to go all the way down, and they wave off the icing as the goalie tips it. Goalie sends it ahead. She got in behind Eves, and the pipe made that save. This one bounces up. They get it in behind Blinka. Player tripped, trying to come across Blinka. Out to the near point. They're skating around, coming into the top of the zone. They send it over to the far circle too far. They're down low in that corner now. Dahl applies pressure. Kiesel bodies her girl into the wall. And it's Scarlatelli can't come out of there with it. High slot has it. Dance around Blinka. Blinka gets a stick on the second effort and gets it in and out of there. Dahl chips it to the near wall. Oh, Shannon loves her. Oh, maybe Jeff didn't have to go to his game yet. He's back. Here, and we're going to get a battle into the corner. And we're getting a penalty. And I am guessing it's going to be on Shannon we'll see. It's either a slash or a trip. I can't see Stripes' signal. Maybe it's interference. Vitodian, Mrazek, Salatrick, and Zivkovic to kill this penalty. Trying to get Dahl to tell me what the penalty was, but he's not paying any attention. This one goes into the corner, Zivkovic. Zivkovic gets bodied into the wall. They battle there. Comes up the wall to the near point. Over to the far point. Far point shot. Eves says no. And we'll go to the far circle for this draw. So I'm not sure what the call was on Shannon. I saw the action. I don't know what he called as Salatrick steps in to take this one. They turn the music up here, which is a little bit annoying. And now Mrazek chips it out, and it's slow enough that it won't be an icing. Minute 38 to go. They're playing 2-minute penalties here, which is interesting. As this one comes back the other way now, the Pride. And comes over right in front of me. Pride pick it up, send it down the wall. And Mrazek's going to go chase it into the corner. Pride get there first. They're going to send it up the near corner. Salter can't get a stick in there. They're dancing along the end line. They come all the way in on Eves. Puck loose. Eves dancing, diving. Puck still loose. They're beating, they're banging. Still loose. They're not blowing the whistle. Now they finally do, and we'll see as Mrazek and Eves are on top of the puck there. Be careful, Elena. You cannot, or was that Vitodian? It was either Mrazek or Vitodian on top of the puck with Eves. They blow it dead. 7:24, a minute 9 in the penalty. Kiesel, Blinka, Stevens, and Makasenka now to kill the rest of it. And we'll see what happens here. Stevens will step in and take this draw. Stripes. Send it over to Kiesel. Kiesel in behind the net, sends it around the near corner, can't get it all the way around. They try to come around on Eves. It's loose in front. Stevens whacks at it. Over to Makasenka. Makasenka has it. She's going to bring it up the far wall, but not out. Now it comes out. Pride have to clear. They do. They're clean. Here they come in the zone down the near wall. Kiesel. They drop it. Stevens gets a stick in there. Stevens bangs it. And here she goes down the near wall chasing it. And that's going to be, no. They wave off the icing as Stevens goes hard into the wall. We'll see if she gets up okay. She does. She gets shouldered into that wall. She's probably heading to the bench. Mort raises his hands. And they are offsides. Mort's perplexed as Stevens climbs over the wall slowly. Mort talking to Stripes. So we're going to go over to the dot in front of the bench. Zivkovic and Vitodian, Dahl and Scarlatelli out here to kill it. Stevens sitting on the bench. We'll see. Pride in behind, 23 seconds to go. As that turnover, Scarlatelli with it. Scarlatelli with a shot, goalie with a shot, or with a save. Short-handed shot for Scarlatelli. Dahl, it's up high. It hits her in the head on the way back down. They continue to battle in the corner. They send it up the wall. Vitodian steps up. You got to be really careful here. 5 seconds to go in the penalty. They're going to tie it up on the wall. Nobody better than Vitodian at that. She does. And here come the Pride across. Penalty over. Shannon to the bench. Mrazek on. Pride down the near wall. Zivkovic applying pressure. They continue to go deeper. In front. Scarlatelli throws it up but not out near point. They push it over to the far point. They have it in the top. Oh, and here comes a breakaway. Scarlatelli. She needs to turn on the Jets. This Pride team is fast. Scarlatelli gets overwhelmed and pulled down. And no call. Dahl wants a penalty, no call. Dahl in the corner fighting for it now. Dahl in the penalty box wanted that penalty call and not going to get it. Mort is yelling again. And now here comes into the near corner where Mrazek can't control it to get it out. Now Zivkovic will chip it up to Diamond and knock it out. Salatrick coming back the other way. She loses the puck with 5:30 to go. Here come the Pride. Zivkovic back. Mrazek gets a stick in there. Down the near side. They put it to the back door too far. Pride changing as they rush the zone. Bouncing puck over to the near corner. Into that near corner. Zivkovic can't get a stick on it around back. Diamond can't get there either. Stripes is in my way. They center it. It comes through everybody to the near wall. Saltrick's going to get over there. Saltrick will pick it up. Here she comes. She's looking up. She can't hit Diamond. Bounces off the wall. Diamond chips it around the Pride player into the far corner, where the Pride are going to pick it up behind their goaltender with 5 minutes to go. Saltrick's back there. Diamond's back there. They're battling. Pride send it up the wall. Stevens back out. She must be okay. Stevens can't get a stick on it. It comes all the way back to Blinka. Blinka stops, turns, sends it up the wall. And this one comes all the way across to everybody. Diamond cuts it off. Stevens on the blue line. Diamond gains, sends it deep. They're going to go chase it into the corner, where Stevens is going to go back there. Pride up the wall. 1-2. Chip it by everybody. And now they're back 2-on-1 with Blinka. There comes Kiesel with a burst of speed. They tip it across. Blinka gets position. They get a shot off. Kiesel comes in and cleans that up before it gets to the point, or to the goalie. Stevens can't get a stick on it. Now Kiesel will. Kiesel chip it ahead. Kiesel with Saltrick breaking. Kiesel gains. Oh! Kiesel got hit hard. We're getting a penalty here. Something, just a bad hit there. I'm not quite sure if she got hit into the bench or what. She is woozy. She got hit and hit a player on the bench. And we're going to get a penalty here on the Pride. That was an awkward hit. So we're not sure what happened. We're not sure if she got hit into somebody on the bench. We're not sure if the door was open or what happened. But Stripes is now over talking to the Pride coach. Not quite sure what's going to happen here. They're putting a 2-minute penalty up. That just looked like ugly contact. They're waving for something here. Might be a medic situation. Sarah, they want you. They want Sarah. Stevens is saying her wrist. Stevens is saying she may have broken her wrist. I don't want to speculate on live video. That's dangerous. We got a medic going over. Sarah's going over. So we got a stoppage here. I'm not going to speculate. It was just an ugly angle. Not sure if the door was open. Not sure if she got hit into the bench. I'm not sure what happened, but they're tending to her on the bench, and play is stopped. Zivvy's over. Tina's there. They must have some type of a medic over there. Here comes Sarah. So there's Kiesel heading off, holding her what appears to be her right wrist steady as Stevens and Dahl skate her to the wall. Trying to get a text over to Dahl, who's in the penalty box, but he must not have any service. He's pointing at the arm. That's all I can hear from him. My texts aren't getting through to him, which likely means he has no service. because I'm on the Wi-Fi. I'm watching the game on the QA phone on that Wi-Fi. So Aaron's doing arm, elbow, something, so not sure what. Sarah just went by. Looks like they're heading out for medical attention. So not sure what's happening. And Brett, if you're out there, I'm apologizing. I don't know more. Okay, so after an extended break, we're going to go on the power play. Steven, Zivi, Vitodian, Makasenka, and Dahl, and a short bench just got shorter. I'm trying to get a text over to Dahl. I can't do it. So there's the face-off into the near corner. And the Pride are going to send it up Zivkovic. Zivkovic's going to send it from the point, tipped. Goes all the way past over to the far corner. Makasenka up to Mrazek. Mrazek down to Makasenka. Makasenka low. Stripes in the way. Stevens picks it up. Stevens tries to center. Pride cut that off here. They come back the other way. 3:52 in the second. And this one's going to go all the way into the near corner. And they shoot short into the near corner, high over everything. And now they held it. Stevens skated up and couldn't chip it out. Vitodian, she should be able to get this out now. Up to Makasenka. And they don't get it out. We're shorthanded and we can't clear the puck. But quite frankly, mentally, they may not all be in the game right now as Stevens steps up to try to pick it up. And here comes Dahl. Dahl skates across. Pride are going to get there first. Now Stevens in front of me. Stevens elbows a girl up high right in the chin. And let's make sure this doesn't get too chippy. As the Pride come across the blue line. Now they send it up ahead, and that's going to be... No, they wave it off. So Schilling's telling me they stopped the frame, and it looks like her glove got caught on the boards. I'm not sure. I can't see that picture, Jeff, while I'm broadcasting. As Scarlatelli gets a shot off, 30 seconds to go. Diamond beating and banging and whacking low. Puck up the far wall. They put it in front. Blinka put it in front. Diamond tried to tip, couldn't do anything with it. I'll look at the period break on that picture, and if there's something interesting there, I'll show you on the screen. As Vitodian sends it low. And now they can't get it back in. 13 seconds in the penalty. And we're going to get Vitodian for one here. Quite frankly, I can't blame her. They've been beating her up all the game. Now these Pride girls are laughing about it, which just makes it worse. And Vitodian's going to go sit now. So 8 seconds of 4-on-4, and then we got a minute 22 to kill with 2:18 to go. So we're going to come back down here. Blinka, Dahl, Salatrick, and Mrazek to kill this penalty. And they'll come into this near circle. And they drop it there. Dahl battles for it. Mrazek, now they take it low. Now they're going to go on the power play. They're going to come up the near wall. They're going to pick it up there. Salatrick's going to send it lazily out. No icing. This one's going to come into the near corner. They're going to send it all the way across. They're going to send it up. Dahl tries to get a stick in there. Can't. Blinka gets a stick in, sends it across. Here come the Pride up the near wall. Shot. Eves pushes that to the far corner. Dahl has it taken away. They come in the near circle. Saltrick chips that to the wall. Player steps in front of Blinka. Falls hard into the wall. They're going to get Blinka on a penalty, which I did not see. I don't think Blinka did anything there. I think that girl tripped over her own stick. And now they're going to get another opportunity here as Eves knocks that down. And we're going to get a penalty on Blinka here, which I think is a terrible call. I think that's just a terrible call. I didn't see that at all. So now it's going to be 5-on-3. It's just a terrible, terrible call. So with a minute 26 to go in this period, we're going to play a minute 8 of 3-on-5. Stevens, Dahl, and Zivkovic. This is not going to be good, I don't think. And we're going to go to the far circle for this draw. At this point, icing's a good outcome. So this one's going to go low. Stevens is going to get shouldered off that puck. Just going to push back, puck up the wall, out to the far point. over to the top of the slot, near point. Stevens with a block. It's loose low. Zivkovic picks it up. Icing's a good outcome here, AZ. She cannot chip it out as she gets attacked. They send it across. Near point shot. Missed everything to the far side. Eves directed it away and got a cover on it. Minute 4, 46 seconds in the 5-on-3. As Eves is covering it up, I think you got to get a change here. We're going to get Diamond out. See who she's going to relieve. She's going to come out for Zivy. Oh, no, she's going to come out for Dull. So Stevens, Diamond, and Zivy. We're going to go to the near circle here. Stevens going to take this draw. Stevens bangs it over to the wall to Diamond. Diamond battling. I can't see it. It's going to come up to the point. Over to the far point. Shot. They got a tip. Eves knocked that down. Shot. Eves says no. Schilling sending me pictures. I can't see them yet. We'll look on the break. Stevens is going to come off, and here comes Mrazek. So we're doing some fortuitous changes here when we can. 34 seconds left of 5-on-3 hockey. Draw in the near corner. I know you can't see it, but I can't keep moving the iPad. The crowd is infringing on me here as they come into the high slot. Shot. Eves says no. Over to the far point now. They drifted up high. Mrazek needs to get out there and try to block it. She can't. Near up high slot. Player overskated. Shot. Eves says no again. Over to the far point. They send it all the way across to the near point. Down low. They dance in. They come all the way around behind. And there's the goal. And that was with 8 seconds left in the 5-on-3. It's now 2-1. So that'll negate the 5-on-3. And now they're going to have a minute of 5-on-4. It's only a matter of time, quite frankly. So that should get one of our girls back out. So that'll clear the penalty to, I forget who went in first. Shannon, I don't know. I don't know who went in first. So now we've got Salchuk out here with Dahl, Vitodian, and Makasenka. As Vitodian can't clear it, she skates over. This time she will clear it. Salchuk tips it. It's going to go all the way in and be knocked down. Makasenka can't hold the point. Vitodian steps up, holds it there with 10 seconds to go. They send it back to neutral with 7 seconds to go. They send it across. Dahl cut that off. Makasenka sends it in to the end line. And that's going to do it. Period's over. So I'm going to take a look at those pictures from Schilling and see what I can see. I'll be right back. So there's picture number 1. If you can see it, the door is not open. It looks like her right glove is caught on the boards. Let's zoom in on picture number 2. This is from my Eye in the Sky Schilling. And you can see it looks like her glove, her arm got caught on the boards. And her momentum carried her past it. So not quite sure exactly what happened. Schilling says he watched it a bunch. It looks like her glove snags on the boards and literally yanks her backwards off the ice by the wrist. Doesn't look like it was from the contact, so not quite sure what's going on there. But she's on her way for X-rays. Sarah left, and they headed out. So we'll see. We'll see what happened. You get an extremity caught like that, and you got. I don't want to speculate. You got elbows, you got arms, you got all sorts of things that could be involved there, and there's no way to know. So we will wait and see what happened. But the door was closed. And it looks like her arm got caught, according to the picture Schilling sent me. So thank you, Jeff. 16 minutes to go, 28 seconds, a penalty left to kill. Steven, Shannon, Zivkovic, Vitodian out here now. And we'll see. She was holding her arm gingerly, but, if you got caught and pulled, you never know if it's elbow, if it's wrist. We're not going to speculate until we know more. And even then, it's not my news to share other than upper body injury unless I get permission to do more. So we are the walking wounded right now, and it's going to be challenging here. 16 more, 28 seconds to kill. 2-1 Pride, and the goalie's messing with the goaltending equipment again. She did this last period change. She seems to have a lot of problems with her goaltending equipment. And here she goes. Stripes is waiting for her to get in the net. She's good now. And Stevens will take this one with 28 seconds to kill. Stripes, lots of talking, and the Pride draw it back. Shannon cut that off. Can't tip it the right spot, though, and the Pride are going to pick it up on the wall. Stevens steps in front of it, can't hold it. And here come the Pride back the other way, 3-on-2. Zivkovic gets it tied up in her feet. They chip it ahead. Vitodian chases it behind the net. Vitodian cranks it hard around. Pride hold the near point. They send it over to the far point. They hold the far point. Shot gets through everybody, and Eves covers it with 5 seconds to go in the penalty. 15:36 in the period. And we're going to wait for this face-off in the far circle. Diamond replaces Shannon. And I'm sure that's some strategy based on, I don't know, it's Blinka in the box, so I'm not sure. Blinka's going to go to the bench, my bet, as this comes out to the far point. Zivkovic pokes it out. Blinka to the bench, and Saltrick jumps on. Pride back. They get around Vitodian, and they've got a shot at Eves here. They get in, and Stevens dove trying to block that shot. And went up high over the net. Zivkovic around as Stevens gets up and has snow all over her. Diamond battling a player 76 times her size in front over to the far point. They're going to take a shot from that far point. Eves directs that low. She tried to dump on it. Eves is way out of the crease. She needs to get back. They put it in behind. Eves sends it around over to the near corner. Eves has had a spirited game this game. Facing heavy pressure as this puck drifts out. They tip it by Saltrick. Now they come around Stevens as she sticks the stick in. They send it in behind Eves where Vitodian will pick it up. Vitodian sends it around, but the Pride's going to get there and hold the point. As they come down the wall, Saltrick gets a stick in there and stops it. Now they put it in behind Eves. It's going to go up the wall, and they're going to tip it back past Zivkovic in behind Vitodian. Vitodian up the wall. They send it up. Now Saltrick, they send it in front. Bounces over to the wall. Stevens is going to pick it up. Stevens backhands it up the wall, not out. They shoot it lower. It goes through everybody into the near corner. They're changing on offense. Now they send it back out. This one will come out and come all the way down, but it got tipped and will not be an icing. As the Pride come back the other way as we're changing. Here they come past Mrazek. They come in the center. Dahl cleans that up. Dahl behind the net. Stops, turns. Dahl dangerously in front of Eves. Leaves it ahead for Shannon. Mrazek can't skate it. Mrazek golfs it up to Scarlatelli off her feet. Over to Shannon. Shannon throws it into the near corner. In behind the goaltender now. They throw it up the wall. They chip it into the center. Mrazek nor Blinka can get a stick on it. Now Mrazek does, can't hold it. Here they come back the other way. Mrazek got a stick on it but fell down. Here they come back up the other way into the zone. Dahl regroups, sends it out. Stripes jumps. Here comes Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli with Mrazek and Shannon. 3-on-2. Scarlatelli loses the puck over to the wall. Mrazek pokes it deeper. Shannon going to go battle. She gets shouldered off the puck. Up the wall. They chip it ahead to Dahl. Dahl throws it in front. Goaltender with a save. On an odd angle shot from the far point by Dahl. Here come the puck up the near wall. Pride cut that off and leave it. They leave it for Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli kicks at it. Can't quite keep it. Here goes into the corner. Pride sends it back into neutral. Dahl steps up. Diamond steps up. Throws it deep into the far corner. Shannon going to go battle there. Throws it around for Diamond. Diamond on the wall. Can't see it. Here come the Pride with it out of the corner. They send it up. Dahl gets a stick in there. Takes it away. Stevens jumps on again. Very short shifts. The bench is practically non-existent at this point. Here comes Dahl. Dahl gains the zone. Leaves it for Makasenka, who steps up, can't hold it. Stevens back. Stevens sends it up, and they are going to be offsides. So we'll go into this near dot here to my right. Stevens shaking her head of hate when she does that. Stevens, Diamond, Makasenka, Vitodian, and Zivkovic. They chip it into the zone. It goes over into the far wall. Pride below. Stevens gets a stick in there. Sends it into the center through everybody to the far wall. And now Diamond gets a stick in there, and they step up. Vitodian stops the puck. Vitodian sends it back the other way. Makasenka going to go chase it. Makasenka all the way around. Stevens going to come around. Step in front. Player chips it by her, and here they come the other way. Vitodian back. Zivkovic provides support. Vitodian pushes her to the wall. She skates around her, gets all the way through, puts it on the back door, can't pull the trigger. Diamond sends it around to the near wall. They throw it in front. They send it over to the far point. Nobody there. Stevens steps out. Stevens gets shouldered off the puck, knocked down. Here they come the other way. Chip it past Zivkovic in through the crease over to the far wall. Near wall, rather. They're battling in that near corner. Wait for it to come out. It does. Pride. They have it in the corner again. They throw it around behind. Now they're going to look for a center. They're dancing with it back there. Now around to the near side. Diamond with pressure. Diamond with heavy pressure. Makasenka steps up. Bats it out at least. They wait for the zone to clear, and here they come again. Stevens was heading for a change, but had to stay as she steps in. Oh, and they're going to call a penalty on Vitodian, which makes absolutely no sense. That is a terrible call on Vitodian. I know the audio dropped. That's a terrible call on Vitodian. They're calling a trip, which I absolutely did not see. Just a terrible call. So now Mrazek, Shannon, Dahl, and I can't see who's on the near wall here. Have to kill this penalty. Blinka, near point, over to the far point. They send it in behind the net. They're battling back there. Now here comes up the near wall. They didn't even put the penalty on the board this time. So we have no idea how much time's left on the penalty because the scoreboard guy didn't put the penalty on the board. What kind of operation are they running here? Now they send it over to the wall. Dahl's going to pick it up. Here she comes. Get the red line and dump it, Dill. Dahl up the wall. Loses the puck at the blue line. Here she comes. Here they come the Pride back the other way. 2-on-1. Dahl gets back into play. Blinka pushes the player to the corner. Shot. Eve says no. In behind the net. Dahl. Dahl up the wall. Mort doesn't know the time. Dahl says he's got it. Now we've got Blinka. Blinka pushes it through. Now they send it across. 10-12. Around behind Eves. This one goes all the way around behind Mrazek now. Mrazek sends it around. Past Dahl to Blinka. Blinka picks it up. Blinka's going to skate it. Here she comes. Blinka skating up the near wall. Burst of speed. Comes into the center. She falls down. Loses it into the far corner. Here come the Pride back the other way. Stevens picks it up. Stevens sends it from behind the red line, and they wave it off on a tip. Stevens with pressure. Here come the Pride. We have no idea how much time's left in the penalty. Dahl's on the door, so he must know. Now they send it down deep past Zivkovic into the corner. They chip it ahead. It comes back out to neutral. The Pride are going to regroup with 9:24 to go. They send it across. They send it ahead. Zivkovic gets a stick in there. They push her to the wall, down the far wall. She gets around Zivkovic. Shot! High right corner as she got around Zivkovic, and Eves had no chance on that one. And Vitodian comes out of the box on what I still say was a bad call. And it's now 3-1. Well, they hung with them quite a while, but injuries and a short bench are catching up to us. Saltrick, Makasenka, Dahl, Blinka, and it's got to be Mrazek on the far side, but I can't tell for sure. And it is, as the puck comes up that far wall. Dahl steps up. They're going to battle on the wall there. They send it, get out of the way, Stripes. They send it down lower. Stripes was in the way, and here come the Pride. They send it back past Mrazek, and Blinka's going to have to go chase it down. Blinka sends it up ahead, and now they send it back. Saltrick tried to cut it off. Makasenka can't get over there and get a stick on it. Mrazek, it's in Dahl's feet, and here come the Pride. Saltrick steps in front. Saltrick throws it out. Pride regroup. They beat and they bang along the wall, and here we go. There's looking over where Dahl is and where that injury occurred. There's a half wall there that separates the penalty box from the bench. I wonder if that's where Grace got her hand caught. As Blinka sends it up to Saltrick. Saltrick has no choice but to throw it into the corner off a Pride player as Mrazek heads to the bench and Shannon jumps on. And now the Pride have it in the near corner. Our 16Us are ready to come out after this for the next game as they chip it by and go into the near corner with 8 minutes to go. as that Pride player went hard into the wall. This puck back to neutral. They chip it by Makasenka, but they're going to be offsides. So we should be coming back to neutral for this draw. And we'll come back to neutral. 7:54 in the arena. 3-1 Pride. Eves has played a spirited game. As Zivkovic steps up and Shannon goes back. Mort's trying to get this trick play figured out. And the Pride are going to come back the other way up the far wall. They got somebody going. They're in front. They got in front of Eves, and they just beat her hard to the left side, coming in on a breakaway there, and they tackled her on the way in. She's not happy. As I'm not quite sure how that works out, but nonetheless. And it's now 4-1. 7:44, and this game's all but out of hand at this point. Diamond chips it ahead to Shannon. Shannon up the near wall. Shannon misses everything to the far side. And Diamond puts it around back for Shannon. And here come the Pride up the near wall. Scarlatelli tried to cut it off, couldn't. Vitodian puts it ahead to Scarlatelli. She can't handle it on the blue line. Shannon whacks it in. Diamond's going to go chase it. Diamond's going to go chase it behind and apply some pressure. Make it harder for that player to clear it. Shannon will hold it at least momentarily. They're going to send it lower. And the Pride are going to set it up the wall. Zivkovic's going to step up. They're going to chip it by her. She holds it down lower to Scarlatelli. Throws it across the goal mouth into the near corner. They're going to battle there, and we'll await the result as the Pride are going to skate it out of that corner. They're going to send it up into center. And they're going to get by everybody, including Vitodi, and they're going to shoot. And Eves got something on that one and knocked it behind. And we're going to get a whistle here. Not sure what. They're going to get a hook. It's going to be Vitodian again, I think. We're going to send Vitodian off for a hook. At this point, we might as well pack it up, Stripes. Like, this is getting ridiculous. So, Saltrick, Mrazek, Dull, and Blanca are going to come out. As they're going to call Vitodian on a hook here. Go to the near circle, 6:47. They drop it on the dot, and they're going to bring it back to the near point, over to the far point. Shot from there, hit their own player, back to the far point, over to the near point, off the wall. Shot from there, missed everything to the far side. Up to the far point, down the wall, back to the far point, down the wall. As Blanca taking fire in front of the net, falling down. Saltrick gets pushed off the puck. She pushes it up the wall to the far point. They throw it down the wall to the half wall, skate it in, up to the high slot. They're going to get a shot from there. Missed everything to the near side. Now Dahl's going to pick it up and chip it, but not out as it comes into the high slot. Blanca skates over, gets a stick on it. Blanca bangs it out, and here it goes. They stop it before the icing, and they'll retreat. Blanca applying some pressure. Here come the Pride. They send it up. Makasenka stops it. She chips it back the other way. They hold it momentarily. Now Dull. Now the Pride take it from her, and here they come up the wall. They step in front of that and stop it. They gain the zone. They push it around, and Dull's going to push it to the wall. They throw it in front, and that one gets cleared but not out, up to the top of the slot. Shot from there. Got all the way through and hit nothing and went to the near side. All the way around to the far point. Shot from there. Eves held that one against the wall. Now they have it on the wall. They're battling. Dull can't hold it. Saltrick sends it lower. It's going to be Blanca. Blanca's going to skate it. This ice is a mess. There's a lot of snow on this ice right now. And this one comes all the way back. Makasenka can't get a stick on it. Saltrick out there. Zivkovic out there. Stevens back. Stevens can't skate and get it. And they wave off the icing. Stevens whacks it up the wall. This one comes back out. It comes into the center where Zivkovic tips it across to Diamond, who just came out of the bench. Ahead with 4 seconds to go in the penalty. Stevens back. Stevens in front of us sends it back the other way. And Diamond will get a stick on it. Penalty over. Diamond pulled down. No call. Diamond cross-checked in the back. No call. Diamond pushed down. Now still no call. And here they come down the wall. They chip it up the wall. And our parents have been reserved all season, but not now. Now they send it up the wall again, and they got Stevens playing defense at this point. That's what this has come to. We're so short of players that Stevens is playing defense, and we know how that goes. She hates it. As Eves makes another save. This one comes into the high slot shot. Miss everything to the far side. Stevens skating over. Can't get there. They come down the goal line with it. Dance in front. Eves says no again. 3:45 over. They send it up the wall. They cannot get it out. Shannon, they get a shot there. It's loose in front. Stevens with a block sends it to the far circle. And we're going to get some type of a whistle here. Not sure what. Net off the moorings maybe. So they missed a cross check and a pull down on against Diamond. And these guys just aren't going to call it, I guess. And our parents got upset. And we haven't had that happen all season. So I'm going to go to the far circle here for this draw. As just not getting the calls today on top of not playing as well as we could be. Goes to far circle. Dull, or far corner. Dull around to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli through the zone up to Mrazek. Mrazek skating with it. Mrazek puts it in the near corner. She gets shouldered off the puck twice. Now comes up the near wall. Now back through the center of the zone. Mrazek turns the wrong way. Scarlatelli overskates. And here they come up the near wall. Blinka stops him at the line, and here comes Mrazek with it. Mrazek stops, turns, sends it all the way down, and that's going to be an icing. So we're going to come the other way. So Stevens out here now with Makasenka, Dahl, Shannon, and I can't Blinka, it looks like. Stevens takes the draw. Comes down low. In the corner now, out to the near point. Cut off Shannon. Shannon's going to turn on the Jets. I don't think she's going to get there, though. Makasenko pick it up, though. Makasenko with a shot. Goaltender with a save. Makasenka throws it in front off the goaltender. Goes out to the far point to Dahl. Dahl ought to rip one from here. She's not going to. She's going to send it in low, lazily, and here come the Pride back the other way. Pride coming through neutral. 2:39. They send it across. Dahl picks this up. Dahl loses the puck in the corner. Pride pick it off her. Here they come up. Loose up top. Eve says no. Charlotte has played a spirited game today under heavy fire. And I think we're down to 11 skaters just looking at the bench. So, Saltrick, Scarlatelli, Mrazek, Zivkovic. I can't even see. It's got to be Vitodian. I don't know who the other one would be. As comes down. So, Scarlatelli, Mrazek, Diamond, Salatrick, and Zivkovic. Diamond must be playing D. The defenseman got to be exhausted. We're down to 3 at this point. As this puck goes into the corner. It's Dahl battling. Out front, Saltrick couldn't get a stick on it. Now comes up the far wall. Saltrick stops it, holds it, but nobody there as Scarlatelli was back behind the play. Now comes up the near wall. Minute 56 to go. And this one comes into the center. And Scarlatelli's going to skate it. Scarlatelli gains the red line and dumps it. And that's about all we can do with the legs we've got left at this point. Around the back. They chip it up the wall. Shannon on from the bench. And now they're coming up the far wall. There's Zivkovic gets a stick in there. It's loose in front. Diamond's going to chip it ahead to Shannon. Here comes Shannon up the near wall. One Pride player back. Shannon dancing. Gets it in. Hits the goalie. Hits the rebound into the goalie. And Stevens overskates. Here they come back through neutral. Dahl made a play. Kicked it back into the zone, and now Shannon made a play. Makasenka's going to pick it up. Here comes Makasenka down the near wall. Can't hold the handle. Gains it back. Makasenka all the way across. Makasenka with a shot. Doesn't get it through. Goes in behind the net. Pride going to tip it up with a minute to go. This one, Stevens battling over there in the corner. I can't see it, and it goes low. Now they send it into the center, and it gets kicked all the way over to the far corner where Shannon's going to pick it up. Shannon, Stevens open high slot. Nobody can get it there. Pride are going to pick it up there, and here they come. Stevens can't hold the point. They're going to retreat back. Stevens to Blinka. 40 seconds to go. Blinka up the near wall with a burst. Blinka into the center with a burst. Shoots, misses everything to the near side. Stevens up on the point. Not sure if that means she's playing D. Makasenka covers. They chip. Oh, they're catching Stevens for that one, and that's incidental contact. That's competitive contact, and they're going to send Stevens to the box on that crush. I think that's a bad call, too. Got to be honest with you, I think that's a bad call. That's a terrible call. 27 seconds to go. Out to the near point, far point, shot. Over into the corner. Near point, far point, shot. Knocked down by Salchuk, 15 seconds. Blinka up the near wall. Blinka shouldered off the puck. Hooked, no call. Around the back. And that'll do it. So that's the game. I'll bring you to handshake. We'll get over to YouTube delay. I'll be back in the morning for more. Have a good rest of your Saturday.